Hi everybody, my name's Q. I'm a streamer. We went live a little bit late today, my apologies. But today we're gonna be playing some Final Fantasy XIV. I don't really have too much to talk about. I finished and updated and uploaded my producer's reel. So we gotta do our portfolio next, and then we gotta do our editor's reel, and then we gotta do our content creator reel. I don't know what a content creator reel is going to get us, but I saw a job opportunity where it was like, oh, we need a content creator for to work on our cruise where we watch whales or some shit. And I was like, whoa, you can just do that? You can just be like, guys, look at these guys, look at these whales. A whale pops up. Every time a whale pops up, we just look at this! Look at this! I think I can do it, man. So I was like, it probably doesn't hurt to create like a content creator's reel, just to be like, hey man, I can be that guy if you want me to. If you can merge two Pokemon, which ones and why? What moves would you discard and which moves would you keep? I would merge Mewtwo with Mr. Mime. Be a menace out in these streets, and we teach him twerk, and we send him out there, we tell him to go get some money. I don't know that guy. Sometimes you just run into people, you know? It's the beauty of Final Fantasy. Nifri, are you logged in? You trying to do a leveling? Do you remember the things you're doing with you? Oh, you good, you good. Does your man want to do a leveling? He said at the moment and asked what's a leveling? Okay, hold on. A leveling is a let me show you. Hello everybody, it's me. What's up, it's Q. I realize that not a lot of people play Final Fantasy XIV. Some people just like to enjoy moments and environments, and sometimes the terminology can get a little bit crazy. So I decided to start What's Up, It's Q's Tips and Tricks, where we're going to talk about terminology and little tips to try to either follow along, or maybe you might learn something that you didn't know. Today we're going to talk about dailies. So pretty much in all MMORPGs and even some gacha systems, you'll have some dailies. These are things that are governed to get you to come to play the game once every day, you know, because if you guys aren't playing once every day or once every week, then you're not paying for a subscription. So we got to have a thing to keep you busy. So these are called dailies, but more specifically, the thing that we do here on this channel every day is leveling. If we decide that in the future that we need to do all the rest of the stuff and take a whole hour and put off to the side, if we have more time, we will. But every day we do leveling. So leveling is great if you want a second job. If you do enough MSQs, then your character will probably be at the level that it needs to in order to do any mission. So when you do these dailies, you'll most likely want to have a second class. This is your opportunity to try a different class. If you're playing a tank, go ahead and choose a DPS class. If you're playing a healer, go ahead and pick a tank class or a DPS class, whatever that you want to do. Dailies, leveling. And for anybody who's new to the channel, we go live at 8 p.m. PST, and we usually start our leveling at like 9 p.m. PST. So if you're not doing anything, come through. Let's get some leveling together. I need more people to do these things with. If you made it this far into the video, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe to help us really push the content out. And that way I can be more motivated to provide you more content. All right, we're gonna go back to the video now. He said, let's get it. All right, let me know your names. That's crazy, bro. I've never seen such a Dominican with yo, hey, yo. I said take off the hoodie, took off the entire robe. That's crazy. There's no one there. This used to be the bro. Really? There used to be, well, I mean, we got Reds here. If Red shakes his ass a little bit, you know, then he could probably summon him. He could probably get the hope. Don't you think? There you go. There you go. Show us! Show us, Reds! Shake that ass! Thursday, bunny ears and chocolate eggs, dancing music, drinks, gambling courts featuring Hatching Tide DJs. Where's this at? Alrighty. Oh. Well, these aren't characters, these are just retainers. It's cute. Is this the right venue? Zalera! Oh my god. This ain't it. We're in the wrong house. We're in the wrong house. This is just somebody's random house. It was a good house. It was a nice house. It had a big ass bar. You know, it was blasting Shadowbringers. It was nice, man. That throne was dope. I'm scared. I'm always mad nervous when I go into one of these. There's no DJ here. Maybe we missed it. It is kind of late, like on the East Coast. This is an East Coast server, right? I think the club is closed, bro. All I can do is ballroom dance. You have MGP points. You can probably get bee's knees. The bee's knees is 80 grand. You got like 200? Okay, so this is what you do. Hey, hi, me again. Back with some more Final Fantasy XIV tips and tricks. Today we're going to talk about the gold saucer and how you can get some more MGP points. Very first thing that I want to recommend is that you go to the mini Cacpot broker. If you go to him and you build a Y on your ticket, you should be able to catch one of the numbers, but you should more importantly have an understanding of the percentage of possibility that you can find 1, 2, and 3 in a line. So whenever you see a 2, pick the line that you think has the most possibility of having 1, 2, and 3 in it. A lot of times the tickets just don't have 1, 2, and 3 in a line, which means that you got a failed ticket. But sometimes you do have a ticket that has a 1, 2, and 3 in a line, and you'll most likely find it every time. And then every time that you do find it, it's an easy 10,000 MGP points. Sometimes you'll even get multiple ones in a row because you get 3 chances for a ticket. So at the very most, you can get 30,000 MGP points per day just by visiting this person. Now, if we're going to get into more of the specifics of how you can get other MGP points or how to rack them up without just spending one time in one of these little arcade areas, you can open up your challenge log and then you can go to the gold saucer. In the gold saucer area, it will show challenges that you can do in order to provide a hefty sum amount that resets in a 98-hour period. They'll have such things as play a mini game 3 times. Just play any of them 3 times. I recommend this one. I always come to this one. This one's very easy. It doesn't take too much time. And every time that you get at least 3 in a row, you end up with 500 MGP, right? Another way you can go about it is you can go to the gates. The gates are the little mini games and sections that they throw you into that are more sporadic and take up a little bit more time than the earlier section. But as you can see on the challenge log, you do a certain amount of gates, you get a certain amount of MGP points, and every gate, if you do it correctly and perfectly, you get around 4,000 MGP points. Cool. Another thing that I'd recommend with the gold saucer is to head to the triple triad area. Now you're probably wondering, I don't care about cards. Why would I care about cards? Well, Triple Triad is one of the best minigame card games that you can have in this franchise. Objectively, but is correct. But more importantly, is for the collector's aspect. A couple ways that you can get the Triple Triad cards aren't really specifically just based on whether or not you play the game. Sometimes you'll go through dungeons, and the dungeons will have a boss that can be a card, and the card will be available to roll for among the party. But the only way that you can unlock it showing up is by coming here to the gold saucer and talking to this attendant here. Once you get your triple triad card deck, you unlock the availability for cards to start popping up. And next thing you know, you're running through a whole bunch of dungeons with a whole bunch of cards that are in the middle of it, and you can build your deck. And this will be the collector's wet fever dream. Another good thing is that triple triad games are also in the challenge log. As you can see, it'll say play 10 triple triad games. You'll just do that naturally. If you're going to collect the cards, people around the world will have little card icons above them, and you'll be able to. As you can see on the challenge log, there's also chocobo races that you can get into chocobo breeding. I recommend just getting a basic chocobo, and then you can kind of figure it out from then on. But mostly you're just going to want to do chocobo races so that you can get some of these challenge logs so you can get easy points. Now, the reason why you want to get MGP points is because if you go to the MGP counter, you'll see there's a whole bunch of miscellaneous items, including gear and stuff. But the more important ones are that you can get minions, and you can get mounts, and you can get emotes. You can get little dances. I recommend the bee's knees. The bee's knees is one of those emotes that I feel like everybody needs to have at some point. So if you're looking to grind up for anything, you're gonna want to grind for that bee's knees. Okay, all right, cool. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for playing. Thank you for leveling. And any time that we start up the stream, if you want to do a quick leveling, just let me know. You can either come through to Genova or let me know that you want to do. I'll come to your hood too. And then we'll do some leveling, you know? Anytime. Goodbye.